Hello, children. It's that time again for me to run my big mouth. And it's again on RuPaul's Drag Race. So if you're not interested, click away now. But anywho, this season we had Bob the Drag Queen crowned the winner. And yes, I voted for Kimchi because I wanted Kimchi to win, but I'm not too fussed because I like Bob anyway. And Kimchi didn't do the final homework assignment that Rue gave her before she left the show. And that was simply to tell her mother that she was doing drag. Yeah, Rue may have made it sound like a suggestion, but it was actually your homework. That's why you didn't win. Oh well. Today we're going to talk a bit about advice for future drag queens going into the show. I don't know anything about the audition process other than what most queens have said, which is be yourself. But I'm talking more about when you're actually there. And even though I'm not a drag queen, clearly, and even though there's no way in hell I would ever get on the show, clearly, I have watched it from day one, so I do know whereof I speak. And I've watched them several times from day one. So yeah, I know. So, number one, if you don't know how to sew, take some lessons, work a hot glue gun, or figure out some other way in which to make something presentable. Because the I don't sew excuse is long well played out. We really don't want to hear it anymore. In fact, several times I've been tempted to punch through my screen every time I heard it from yet another queen. We don't want to hear it. 2, Snatch Game will be coming. It is an integral part of the show, just like the sewing. So always have a backup to your backup. And your main character, learn each and every single part of that person before you even think of bringing them on. Because you can work on the look, but as with Max in season 7, it does not present well because you don't know anything about the person. It's no point. And you can try, but if you don't know it, it's still not gonna come. It just won't work. And there is the off chance that someone else will choose to do what you were planning to do, which is why you have a backup. And a backup to your backup, just in case you're that unlucky, where somebody else picks both of them. Now, runway looks, again, have a backup to your backup, because they will ask you to bring certain things for certain runway looks or when they don't have a creative make your own stuff challenge. And never thought I'd see this happen, but season 8 we had 4 queens doing the same look. Bring a backup to your backup. So if you see even one person doing the same thing you are, you can change it up without looking like a damn fool. When it comes down to lip sync, if you have to lip sync for your life, bring your A game. Because if you're not impressive enough, Rue will send you home. And she's twice now sent both queens home. So you really have to bring it all the way. And an unspoken rule, unless Rue has an agenda to keep you on the show longer, you will not survive more than 2 lip syncs. 3 strikes, you're gone. Comes down to acting. Basically, you act when you're in bed every night. Fake it until you make it. Just fake it. Think of some stupid story up in your head to go with it so that you can really bring something. And with most of the challenges, acting challenges, Snatch Game, especially Snatch Game, always go for the joke. Because this is supposed to be an entertaining show, not a serious one. Always go for the joke whenever it's something to do with any kind of acting or presenting something. Like with Jiggly Caliente in her Dragazine challenge, I personally would have had a series of tuck jokes. It may have been Battle of the Bulge, but they never said which bulge. So yeah, learn how to sew, bring several backups for all your looks and ideas. Always go for the joke. And no one ever survives 3 lip syncs. That's my advice. From a huge fan to all the aspiring queens. Let's bring some good TV. Because it's kind of getting a little repetitive with some of the excuses that people have been coming on with. We don't want to see that no more. And the more it happens, the less people think of the newer queens that keep saying it. Because, yeah, you're supposed to have seen the show. So, you're supposed to know what's happening with it. You're supposed to know what not to say. So, good luck to the future queens. And don't fuck it up.